Good morning, everybody. I hope you've had an awesome week so far. It's Friday, and I want to put a video out there about organizational charts. I think too many small businesses do not have them, and they operate without them, okay? So let's talk about, first, do you have one? If you don't have one, you absolutely need an organizational chart, and you absolutely need to release it to your entire company. Without it, you can create a lot of confusion that you don't even know that you're creating, right? So number one, why do you need an organizational chart? So first is, it's not to see who's the boss. It's not to see who's boss and who's high up in the company, who's not. It has nothing to do with that. An organizational chart is all about clarity throughout the organization. You want every single person working in your business to have clarity across the board. And here's what they need clarity for. Number one is who is responsible for what, meaning who does what inside of the organization. Last thing you want is a bunch of people doing a whole bunch of stuff and running around. You need to know who is responsible, especially for the big picture items, right? Who is responsible for that? Like in Traction, they talk all about time like the visionary and the integrator. Well, they're both kind of leaders at the company. One can be an owner, they both can be an owner, but they do very different things for that business to maximize what the business does. So that's number one, clarity across the board. Number two is, who's responsible for what in the business? And then that leads you into direct reports, right? Who manages who? Now, don't forget, I believe the rule is the rule of 7, meaning nobody should have more than 7 direct reports in a business. You start to get 8, 9, that's too many. It's not manageable for somebody. A big piece of this, in my opinion, as you're building your organizational chart, and as we said, nobody should have more than 7 direct reports, but is to see managers can't jump over other managers or leaders can't jump over other leaders. If you're the sales manager and then you have an operations manager, but you're in the operations department and you're yelling at a person or you are correcting somebody or whatever it may be, that sets a horrible tone for the entire business because you're not involved in that department day to day. You don't work with that person. You don't develop that person. You don't really know what's going on, but you're just back there. You're being a leader. You're the person, you're high up in the company. You're just causing chaos. So an organizational chart is really good for creating clarity amongst a business. And I think team members, employees, people need clarity. And then also, if anybody's ever read Trackman with Gino Wickman, he calls it an accountability chart. And it's holding everybody accountable to what they're supposed to be doing, what their role is, and make sure that specific things are being done inside of a business and it's not left up to a magnitude of people. It's left up to individuals and people are clear on who is executing what, who is responsible for what. And typically when you can nail this organizational chart or accountability chart, you can really get your business humming. And in my opinion, the team members, staff, employees have clarity, and that creates never a situation where there's ambiguity in your business. So I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you've had an awesome week. I hope this video is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.